Hello and welcome to the Crafty Ninja channel.
For this design, I am using a 16-ounce football tumbler from cupartistryblanks.com, and I'm just applying a little bit of liquid Sculpey to the cup before I wrap it in my Super Sculpey. Once you have your cup completely covered, then we're going to cut out a kind of an upside down U shape right where we want our legs to go. We just remove that clay and then clean up the tumbler underneath. For the back side of the legs, then I just mark where they would go based off of the front part, and then I cut another upside down U shape on the other side. For the mask goggle-like things, we are going to take some ultralight clay and we're just going to do a really large oval shape and place it right there at the top of his head, right above his legs. For the backpack, you're going to do the same thing, but instead of an oval, you are going to turn it into a rectangle. And then use your blade to make it even. Once you have the shape of your backpack, you are going to place it on the back side of his body, right above his back legs. Now we are going to paint. I was going off of the main color of the imposter from the promos, so that's why I went with red, but you can paint this any color of imposter that you want it to be. You're going to paint his entire body. Not his goggles though. Once you have your base color, then we're going to create kind of that shadow that is on their body. I just used a darker red and I just left a slight area right around his face and partially around his backpack. Next, I'm going to paint a white base coat on his goggles. Once I have the base coat done, then I'm going to paint the whole thing this light blue. And then I add a little white highlight right on the right side of his goggles. I take this gray color and create a shadow on the base and on the left side of the goggle. Once you have finished your imposter, then you are going to paint this unpainted area a light gray color to kind of match the floor that they walk on. It's this lighter gray color. Once your light gray is dry, then you are going to add this darker charcoal gray to create the shadow. Now we are going to add some black line detail. I'm adding this little curve to kind of accentuate like that belly area, and then I also mark it around the legs and around his mask and backpack. Once you've finished painting, you could stop here and just be finished, or you can continue and watch how I make the hands and the knife. So for the shushing hand, I just took a ball of clay and some smaller ropes of clay to kind of create the fingers. I do 3 fingers folded over like this. Then I take another rope of clay to create the thumb, and I fold it over the top 2 fingers like this. Then I'll do one more little rope of clay to create the pointing finger that is shushing, and I just point it straight up and then blend it into the hand. Here I'm just testing to make sure that the finger is in the right position for where I want it to be on his face. Once I'm happy with my hand, then I start to work on the knife, and I just take a long piece of clay and slightly shape it into a cartoony sort of blade. Once I'm happy with the blade, then I add a ball of clay to the base of that blade to be the fist that's going around the knife. And then I start shaping out the fingers. Once I'm happy with the shape of the fingers, then I add a thumb on the back side of his fist. For the first one of these that I made, I painted on the blood that's on the knife, but I thought it would be kind of cool to add like an actual 3D element of the blood dripping down from the knife. So that's what I did here. I just added a little bit of clay to create that 3D element of blood dripping off of the knife. Then I just add one little ball of clay to create this little droplet of blood. You're going to paint your hand the same color as the brighter color of your imposter on both the shushing finger and the hand on the knife. I also use that same color to paint the blood and the little blood droplet on the knife. For the blade, I just use this light gray color and paint the whole knife area. Then I take this almost white gray and create this little highlight on the blade, just kind of at a diagonal. Then I take my black and I create kind of this little line art right along the edge of the blade. Then I just take the same black and I just go around all of the fingers to create kind of that line art look. Once you are finished sculpting your hands, I epoxied my imposter and then I just took some E6000 and I glued it right where I wanted his hand and his knife to go. Once the glue is dry, then I will epoxy it one more time. And here is our finished imposter. If you enjoyed watching me make this, like and subscribe to my channel for more of my 3D designs. As always, have a great day and remember to stay crafty.